Behold the Congressional reality show, The Real Housewives, the real congressional members. Yeah, why don't they flip a table? I guess yesterday, Kirsten Gillibrand, she was heard screaming. Congressional Senate Democrats had a meeting and she was going nuts. They were freaking out, made Politico, made all the various different wires out there. Oh my God, what's going on? It's a show. Okay. You watch, do people, again, I don't understand these bachelorette shows, Real Housewives, this, whatever it may be. I know when Real Housewives first came out, it was kind of fascinating to watch. You go back to the original quote unquote reality shows, go all the way back to the 1990s where MTV had its Real World. Well, let me tell you about the most consequential reality show that's out there. That takes place in Congress. Everything that you have been told, presented over the past, let's just say 2 weeks, when it comes to the government shutdown and continuing resolution bill, has been a lie. Okay, none of this is real. This is a setup. This is a show. Senate Democrats were always going to go along and pass the continuing resolution. Okay? They got together with Republicans, and again, they have to play for the cameras. They have to make their speeches. You had Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer was on MSNBC. It was so obvious. So obvious. Bad acting. He was all right, called Republicans bastards, and then caught himself. It's like you saw it. It was like he was practicing that line in front of a mirror. All along, they were going to pass this, okay? But again, they have to put on a show for all of us suckers, okay? All of us suckers out here. Well, I'm not a sucker, okay? You might be a member of one of the cults, whether it be the Republican cult or Democratic cult. It's a unit freaking party, man. Elon Musk, I feel bad for that guy in more ways than one, because you know who's going to get screwed? He's going to get screwed. He's going to do all of this work. He's going to do all of this stuff. He's taking time away from his businesses and his companies because he's trying to do the right thing. When all is said and done, and again, I hate being pessimistic, but I'm watching this thing unfold. Doge's not going to get anything cut. Okay, they're going to highlight all these things. It's making headlines. Why not cut it out of the budget now? They could have, but they didn't. They didn't. What they did do is say, okay, we're pretty much going to keep everything the same. Oh, I know they made a little bit of adjustments. No added pork projects. Added some more to defense. Cut some of the Democrats up. But again, they got all houses of Congress. Okay. So again, this is all pre-negotiated, people. Okay. Democrats are going to come out and give their speeches. I know, but it would be worse if my God, if we let Elon and Trump, they shut the government down. That evil Elon is going to decide who's essential and there might be layoffs. Yeah. And this was all preordained and all staged. Again, you spend time devoting yourself following certain people, and again, you watch some of these social media wackadoos, and there's a lot of social media wackadoos on the right. Again, you got libs of TikTok, and they highlight all of the nonsense and a lot of nonsense and crazy things that liberals do. I'll tell you something, the super Trumpsters out there are just as freaking bad, okay? They're just as bad. They treat anything that Donald Trump says or whatever he does or whatever's going on as, oh my God, it's like it came down. It's like Moses coming down. Come on. You're going after Thomas Massey and Rand Paul. But why don't you take a look at their resumes and why don't you see what they've done in their time, for crying out loud? MAGA. They're the original cost cutters. They've been around for a lot longer than Trump's been around. They know that this was a ruse. This was a setup, because that's exactly what it is. And again, I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised Elon hasn't figured this out yet, because I'm starting to see it. I'm very, very hopeful, very, very hopeful. But again, now, no, they're going to push this continuing resolution. They pushed it to September. What do you have to do? What else? That is your number one job, is controlling the purse strings. That's your number one thing. What else you do? Why is it going to take you till September? Not to mention the fact, again, I mentioned August. They don't go to work in August. I mean, European vacation, congressional vacation, freaking way better. Best job going. You barely work. So you just outlined all of these things. You did a great job. Musk did a great job finding all this waste, all this nonsense. Now they have to fight it out in courts, whether or not it's legal or not. You don't have to fight it out in the courts if Congress cuts the spending, because they're in charge of it. Purse strings. Why wouldn't they do that? Oh, no, we got to wait till we put everything together. And now they're throwing crap up at the wall to see what's going to stick. Again, all of the super MAGAs were jumping up and down yesterday. Trump wants to eliminate income taxes on anyone making less than $150,000 a year. Let's make the tax code even more progressive. What? Anyone making less than $150,000, that's what they threw out there. Again, that's almost like something Bernie Sanders. I mean, anyone making less than $150,000 doesn't have to pay any federal income taxes. Now, I get it. We all pay taxes in this country. We're in a perpetual state of paying taxes. But why not push for real tax reform? Why not go for a national sales tax? Why not go for a flat tax? I don't get it. I don't know how this is going to fly. Obviously, I think that they're probably going to have to raise people's taxes that are making over $150,000 a year. I don't know. I haven't seen the numbers yet. But, again, I want to remind everybody, okay, to stay grounded. Stay grounded. Be a critical thinker. You need to see through the narratives and the bullshit that everyone keeps throwing at you. This big win there, put out share, we passed continuations. You did nothing. Hey, we kept the government open. Yippee-ki-yay. Do you take a look at our deficit record? Record deficits. Record deficits down the pike. I told you, $200 million a day. An hour. 200 a day. I wish. $200 million an hour. We go further into debt. And we're supposed to be excited about passing a continuing resolution. Give me a break. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.